Tyrese Maxey joins the list of highly touted guards who have committed to the University of Kentucky. The McDonald's All-American out of Texas will bring instant offense and competitive defense for the Wildcats next season. When you watch him play, it's easy to see why Coach Cal raves about Tyrese's talent. The dynamic combo guard will be on a lot of NBA scouts' radars once he gets to Kentucky, and if he develops his point guard skills, then we may be looking at a lottery pick talent. But let's break down Tyrese's game and really analyze his strengths and weaknesses. Tyrese is a reliable threat from the perimeter that's more than capable of knocking down multiple threes in a short amount of time. He shot 33% from deep on the EYBL circuit, and he's currently a career 35% three-point shooter for South Garland High School. Not sensational numbers, but his ability to heat up in a hurry keeps you honest as a defender. His mid-range game is solid as well. Tyrese does a great job of stopping on a dime off the dribble and rising up for 15-footers. His release point on his jump shot is pretty low. It's a possibility he may have issues shooting over long defenders at the D1 level. But I believe he gets his shot off quick enough to where it won't be too big of an issue. If anything, Tyrese just needs to work on his shooting consistency, but overall, he shoots the ball pretty well. Tyrese is an elite level driver and finisher at the rim. He's not a slick ball handler. Tyrese uses quick first steps and crossovers to blow by his defenders. He has great end-to-end speed and transition when pushing the ball, and while he's not a super explosive athlete, his above average leaping ability allows him to play above the rim. He's a strong body guard weighing between 185 and 190 pounds. Tyrese has little issue fighting through physicality when attacking, and at this level, he can bully most guards to the hoop. He's shown a really solid floater game. He's capable of making high arcing 1-foot runners, and he's great at using angles to finish tough shots off the glass. He really doesn't have any glaring weaknesses offensively. Tyrese is a flat out scorer and easily one of the best in the country at putting the ball in the hole. As great of an offensive talent that Tyrese is, he's also a legit defender. It's impressive that a player like Tyrese, who's a high volume scorer, earned Defensive Player of the Year on the toughest AAU circuit, the Nike EYBL. He's a player that's not afraid to get in your chest and play solid defense, and Tyrese's natural instincts and great hands allows him to get so many steals. He's a guard that puts the same effort on offense as he does on defense. His willingness to work hard on both ends of the floor is what makes him a top-ranked prospect. As far as weaknesses, I feel it's imperative for Tyrese to improve his point guard skills. On all recruiting profiles, Tyrese is listed at 6'2 or 6'3, making him an undersized 2-guard. I'm not saying Tyrese won't have success as a 2-guard at the college level and eventually the pros, but I feel as though his ceiling as a player would be much higher if he learned how to run an offense and make the teammates around him better. And I believe this transition won't be too difficult because Tyrese has actually shown some potential as a point guard. Here are some clips of Tyrese setting up his teammates in transition and in the half court. He's a natural scorer, but he's more than capable of becoming a legit point guard with the right development and guidance. Playing for a coach who helped develop John Wall, Derrick Rose, Darren Fox, and many others, I feel as though Tyrese is going to the right school to help mold him into a player that can run the one spot. And while this isn't too big of an issue for Tyrese at the moment, he may have some problems finishing at the rim against the bigs at the next level. He's a good athlete, but not overly explosive, and at times when he's trying to finish over length, he ends up getting blocked. But Tyrese already has a solid floater game, so his adjustment to length at the next level shouldn't be too difficult. Well, here's my verdict. The Wildcats landed a guard who can light it up on offense and lock down on defense. Tyrese will thrive in a fast-paced offense at Kentucky and for sure have some big scoring nights. It'll be interesting to see how he's able to run the one spot at the next level. I'm sure Coach Cal will give him plenty of reps at point guard to test the waters. It's not too unlikely that Tyrese may have a Malik Monk type of role for the Wildcats. While Malik did make it to the league, his role and minutes on Charlotte are somewhat limited because he can't run the one spot, and he's already a streaky shooter. If Coach Cal can develop Tyrese into an efficient point guard, then we're looking at a potential top 10, top 15 pick in the draft. Let's wait and see how things pan out for Tyrese over the next year or two. Hopefully the learning curve won't be too steep for him because he has all the talent to develop into a really special player.